Hi, I'm Steve Kramer. I'm a Florida foreclosure attorney, and today we're going to be talking about appeals. What is an appeal? When there's a judgment entered against you in a lawsuit like a foreclosure or any other lawsuit, that's the end of the case. You've lost. You're going to jail, your house is going to be foreclosed, whatever. The judgment is entered, the case is over with. When you file an appeal, you're trying to get another chance. You're asking for another higher judge to take a look at your case and overturn what happened so you can get a fresh start or have your case revisited or reheard. And that's exactly what an appeal is. It's another chance. In a situation like a foreclosure, an appeal presents a unique opportunity. It's what we call leverage. When you're being sued by a bank for foreclosure, that foreclosure is about your house. That foreclosure is about your $100,000 mortgage or your $300,000 mortgage or whatever you owe on that property. And that's all that's about. When you file an appeal, you might affect other cases. You've heard of the Supreme Court of the United States. When they enter a decision, it affects every court in the country. It can change law, it can change lives. And when you're successful on an appeal, it can change thousands of cases. That means that your $200,000 case over your house could affect the bank in 10,000 cases. It could be worth $1 billion. When you're negotiating with the bank on a case about $200,000, you've got some leverage. You've got $200,000. But when you negotiate with the bank on a case about $1 billion, you've got a lot more leverage because the only thing that you're going to lose is your $200,000 house. The bank could lose $1 billion. You could affect every case in the future. The other advantage you get from filing an appeal is more time. You're going to have time in your house. Not only do you get a chance to negotiate with the bank, but you may get more time in your home. And that's important because that's an advantage. That's an opportunity to stay in your house during the appeal. And it doesn't happen in every case, but we work our hardest to make sure it will happen in your case. The other opportunity that you get is exactly what we talked about, the opportunity to change law, to make a difference. So you may get a great result in your case. You may have the foreclosure entered against you overturned. You may get a better deal. You may be able to negotiate your way out of the case or maybe have the bank pay you money, but you also get to make a difference if you're successful. And these are the reasons to file an appeal. Why am I telling you this? Because I deal with these cases all the time. And if you're dealing with a foreclosure where you've gotten judgment entered against you or you might have a judgment entered against you, it's worth considering an appeal. If you have any questions, call me at the number below. I'd be glad to talk with you. Thanks for watching. I'm Steve Kramer.